Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to discuss the different brands of watercolor brushes. Whilst I know that there are many different shapes and designs of watercolor brushes, that would be a video for another day. What I want to discuss today more about is the different brands of watercolor brushes, because that is the question that I see come up the most often from beginners, where possibly they are wanting to buy their first brushes or they are wanting to do their first upgrade and ask what brand of brushes they should buy. First and foremost, my one suggestion would be to not go crazy with buying too many brushes. It's very easy to fall into the trap of buying those sets of multiple different brushes, of which you'll probably only find yourself using 2 or 3 quite regularly. I would rather spend my money on fewer brushes of a better brand. If I could go back and talk to myself before buying my first brushes all over again, in hindsight, knowing what brushes I ended up using the most often, I would have suggested to myself to buy either, both round brushes. I would buy either a round 4 or 6 and then a round 8. You can see that this is a size 4 in Escoda and a size 6 in Silver Black Velvet, and they're quite similar. So that's why I say a 4 or a 6, because they're different in different brands, and then a slightly bigger brush. So when it comes to watercolor brushes, the first identifying factor that distinguishes between your different brands of brushes is what the bristles are made up of. And the biggest difference between your different brushes is those brushes that have got synthetic materials versus natural materials. Those natural materials will be things that are normally have an animal origin, such as sable or squirrel, whereas your synthetic products are entirely synthetic. Your synthetic brushes will always be cheaper because of the nature that they are of the material that they are made up of. And if you've got any ethical reasons for not wanting to buy a natural hairbrush, then I would say steer away from those. So something like the Pinturale series is made up of entirely synthetic fibers, and the Escoda Reserva series is made up of pure Kalinsky sable hairs. As far as the pros and cons of synthetic versus natural brushes, your synthetics definitely win on price. They will always be much cheaper, and as I've already mentioned, there is the ethical advantage of animals not having been harmed in them being made. The one major difference in the way that they are used is that your synthetic brushes normally have a much bigger snap. So by that I mean when you use them, they bounce back a lot more readily than many of your natural hair brushes. And I find for a beginner who likes to have quite a lot of control initially of the paint that they are putting down on the paper, a beginner will like a brush with a lot of snap, I think, in more cases than not, than a soft-haired natural brush. So your synthetic brushes will have more snap, and your natural brushes will be a lot softer in their use. And then the other major point of difference is that the advantage of your natural hair brushes is that they are able to hold a lot more moisture in them. So you are able to pick up a lot more paint, and it carries paint for a lot longer than your synthetic brushes. Whilst I do not have brushes by all of the different brands that are possibly available, I do have a few different brands in my studio. So I'm just going to go through a few of the brushes that I've got, natural, synthetic, as well as mixes, and just tell you what I think about them. So as far as a brush for beginners is concerned, I would say the Pinturale Professional series of brushes is an excellent entry-level brush. You can buy them individually, and you can buy them in more cost-effective sets. Again, I did buy this brush as part of a set of, I think it was 5 or 7 brushes, but again, I only used 2 or 3 in that pack. So you decide if it is better to buy them as individuals or as packs. You won't be disappointed with a brush like this one. It has got a super snap to it, a lovely sharp point, and as far as being on the more budget end of the spectrum, this brush and the others in its series are very, very good value for money. After having had my synthetic brushes for quite a long time, I decided that I was in the market to upgrade my brushes, and the first brush that I really forked out a bit of money for was a silver black velvet brush. I bought it because so many artists on YouTube used it and highly recommended it. And I must say at that time, because it was my first brush that I had upgraded to from a 100% synthetic brush, it gave me quite a shock in that it really is quite soft pointed, and it took quite a lot of getting used to. It didn't have quite the snap that the synthetic brushes had, and it gave me quite a shock at the beginning. Now that I'm used to how the silver black velvet brushes work, I really do enjoy them and I highly recommend them. The silver black velvet brushes are a brush that is made up of a blend of both natural and synthetic hairs, so you're actually getting the best of both worlds. It's got squirrel hair for the natural component and then synthetic hair in some of the other bristles as well. So you've got that mix of absorbency, but then the very nice sharp point that you get from a synthetic brush as well. So that might be something you'd want to try, but just keep in mind that it is quite a soft pointed brush to use. Whilst the Pinturale brush was the cheapest with regards to being synthetic, and the silver black velvet I would say falls mid-range in the price range of paintbrushes, you start getting towards the upper end of the price spectrum when you start moving towards a brush like an Escoda Reserva. This one is made up of 100% Kalinsky sable hairs and is an excellent quality brush. I find it has got a very pleasant amount of snap to it. It isn't extremely soft. It has a very nice point, and because it has got 100% sable hairs, it is very absorbent and can carry a huge amount of weight of water and paint in it. I find that this is one of my best quality brushes. I really do enjoy it, but I do understand that it is very expensive and that can be limiting for a lot of people. I have to say though, if I take all the factors into consideration that I have spoken about today, if I look at price, materials, quality of the product, I would say that for me that the Princeton Neptune brand wins hands down. This is a 100% synthetic brush, so it has a great price point, and also there is not the ethical issues with regards to having animal products inside of it. And I'd say it works extremely similarly to the Escoda that I just showed you, but at a far better price point. It has got a super sharp point and is extremely absorbent and carries a lot of pigment to it. So if I had to suggest an upgrade to anyone who wanted to go to a slightly better quality brush, I would always suggest the Princeton Neptune series over and above anything else. I hope that you have found that video useful. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, bye for now.